Mills here, leadership coach, helping you to get more clients and make an impact. I wanted to give you three, four tips that I'm going to talk about the sales call. So, for any coaches and service providers, when you're attracting new clients, it might be that you do a discovery call or you do some kind of get to know you session before you get the commitment from the person that they are interested to work with you and that they want to buy from you. My biggest tip is not to see this as a selling opportunity, but really to understand a little bit more about the potential client so that you can see, are we a good fit? I think more often than not, it is super important for both the potential client to understand what you do and to see if there is any kind of connection there, and also for the coach or service provider to see, actually, am I the right person to work with you? And the power in no is so important, being able to say no if you think that it's not a right fit. And that sits on both the client side and the coach or service provider side. So let's presume that you have created a rapport with somebody and they're interested to jump on a call with you to just see if things can go into the next step. You've sat down, you're in your space. We're going to presume that this is online and you are in your space, so perhaps Zoom. And I want you to think about the first thing to do is obviously to build a little bit of rapport. Seems silly, but and obvious to some, but actually you want to make sure that there is an element of comfort, that we're not in this like interview process. So build a little bit of rapport. If you are if you struggle a little bit with the idea of small talk, then there's nothing to say. It's not worth having a few questions up your sleeve that you can ask. So for me, I would always have a little look at the person's profile, see what they're into, so that we've got something to talk about that will put us both in a more relaxed state. Tip number two is to set an agenda. And I think this is really important. So thanks so much for jumping on the call. It's going to be 10 minutes, it's going to be 15 minutes, like give them a little bit of time frame. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. And then at the end, if you think it's a good fit, if it's okay with you, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my program, my offering, so that you have made it really clear what the agenda is. Tip number three is to ask questions. Okay, you want to really get to the crux of what is going on. So that may come in the form of asking what their problems are, asking where they're looking to go, what have they tried already, so that you can dig a little bit deeper and they can really open up and chat to you a little bit about what it is that they are looking for. This creates a huge understanding. To me, this is the most important part because it creates a huge understanding on, is this person the right? Can I help this person? Have they got the right requirements for me to be able to help? Or shall I help pass them on to somebody else who I know who might be able to help them? So the asking the questions is the critical part. So, step number four, depending on whether you are offering a little bit of coaching or offering some advice, I would always show them what I think would help them. I won't show them how because that's going to come in my program, but I will show them what I think is the right steps moving forward. Then the next step is really your offer. You want to be able to talk about how your offer, program, service will be able to help them and relate it back to the questions that you asked and the answers that they gave you so that there's real synergy there. And then finally, talk about the investment, how much it's going to cost. I hope that was helpful for you. I would love to know your thoughts. Pop in the comments, let me know. And as always, I'm available. If anybody would like to reach out and ask me any questions, please do get in touch. Thank you so much. Bye.